Back to the Cubs fantasy stream. I'm Spencer Laux. Cubs. Yeah. The Cubs have lost 3 in a row ever since I started live streaming on Twitch. Not great, but you know what? Maybe they're facing the Pirates again. The Pirates are 3-6. They're not very good right now. So let's hope that that things go better for them here. I feel like looks like we've already got a first comment. I'm getting on my Twitch right now. Sorry, I'm so dumb. But yeah, the Cubs are 6-3 right now. Streaming. Why can't I? There we go. I'm just gonna make sure I can hear myself. I can. Okay, good. Now But anyway, let's get to playing, shall we? And by playing, I mean I'm going to set the lineup and then let the game play and commentate. And hopefully, got really sassy last game. I drank a lot-ish, or not a lot, but enough where we've been quarantined and I haven't been drinking as often. So I drank Jack Daniels and then got sad because the Cubs were playing very badly. Let's hope that we can do better. Tyler Chatwood versus Mitch Keller is what it looks like we've got. Javier Baez, we're going to get him out of here. Probably put Nico Horner. Yep, Nico Horner is going to sub for Javi. Chris Bryant is going to go to the leadoff man. Wilson Contreras is looking low on stamina, so let's put an old Victor Caratini, he's not Italian. I like to say his name sounds Italian enough where I like to say it like that. I apologize. But I'm part Italian, so I can say words with Italian accents, even ones that aren't technically that. Mitch Keller is a right-handed pitcher, so we obviously want to put Schwarber somewhere in there. And also Anthony Rizzo. And Ian Happ. We'll put as... Yeah. And then, you know what? Let's get David Bodie in there instead of Jason Kipnis. And then that looks good enough for me. For you, it's good enough for me. For you, it's good enough. Good enough for you. Hi. You guys seen Goonies? You like Cyndi Lauper? I hope I didn't sing too much of that. I'm drinking Mountain Dew tonight instead of booze, for now. If I were ever to get a sponsorship, oh boy, Mountain Dew. Mountain Dew Doritos. When they made Mountain Dew Doritos, I was like, oh, that's me as a person. Is Mountain Dew Doritos. Here we go at PNC Park. What does PNC stand for? We may never know if we don't use Google search. It's like the bank, right? Also, the thing I like about PNC is you can hit it into a river. I think it's the Alleghenies River in right field, I think. If you really knock the shit out of the ball, it goes into that river. Mitch Keller, 0-0, 3.6. But, yeah, here comes Chris Bryant up.
Leading off tonight for the Cubs.
342 average, looking pretty good so far. Hey, Chris. I'm putting myself in the lower left-hand corner now. Hopefully it doesn't get in the way. Thanks. I'm trying to... Oh, shit. Forgot to change the team select to the computer. Have at it, computer. I'm trying to figure out where the best place for me to go is without getting in. Oh! Chris Bryant, first pitch, rips it down the line. Ish stays for the single. I like that. After the 3-game skid that the Cubs have had so far, it's comforting to see Chris really just lean into one. A lot of people don't like that I'm using Chris Bryant as leadoff man, but that's what David Ross said they were going to do. And also, you want your best hitters to bat as much as they can, so you front load your best hitters early on. I won't apologize for that theory. And Anthony Rizzo's up, and they've got the Brizzo. Ooh. Anthony Rizzo, there's been some talks. He's one of the pieces of the core that you assume they're going to hang on to here.
Nope.
Ball 1-1. They've been talking extension talks. He gets paid not nearly as much as he's worth. I think he's one of those guys that signed an extension before he got real good. So he's making less than $10 million a year, I think. Which for a perennial top 10 MVP candidate and multiple Gold Glove winner, and I'm pretty sure he's been an All-Star at least once or twice. That's pretty good. When you give, his numbers are just, you could set your watch to them. They're usually about 30 home runs. Usually bats in the 260 to 280 range with high 300 on base percentage. He's a good clubhouse guy. There's just a lot of good, both tangible and intangibles about him. Ooh, Anthony rips it down the line. Force at second. Force at first. A double play, which makes me twice as mad. That's not great. That's okay, though, because Kai Schwartz is up, although his average is not looking great. His OPS is better than his average, but also comparatively, as far as OPSs go, I could probably have a 555 OPS.
0-1's the count.
No, I couldn't. It would be funny to put a normal person like myself in there and just see what would happen. Like a normal person would have trouble hitting change-ups, probably. Like 80 mile per hour balls at a normal person, they'd be like, gah! I mean, I don't know what everyone tops out at for their own pitching, but I know mine isn't great. By the way, I'm going to keep notes maybe this time. I read that if you have highlights for videos, that's good. So I'm going to maybe keep track of anything nuts that happens or funny. If I say something really fun, I'll strike three. Well, the Cubs go quietly. And that guy has the reverse K, which I believe means he struck out not swinging. Or else, he just felt like doing it. Well, Tyler Chatwood, he's looking good so far this year. That's the pitcher that the Cubs thought he would be when they first signed him to that $36 million 3-year contract. And he's not been that. Last year, he really came back and started doing better, for sure. Started being more more of what they thought he was going to be.
Well, that's off the plate.
It's looking like he'll probably be the 5th man in the rotation. It's certainly his to lose. You don't want to pay someone $12 million to be a middle relief pitcher, if you can help it. And a fly ball, will he get to it? He does. Nicely done. Ian Happ grabs it in the center field. We might have a guest with us later. Who that will be, I don't know. I also might put on a hat. I don't know. Things, who knows how things are going to go. Ooh. Cranks down the line, but foul. And Hava Nagila plays, because do they even know it's Passover at all? I think it might be. Is it Passover right now? It's around now. I thought. Something's happening. Something Jewish holiday is happening right now. I could be wrong. All right, 0-2. Little tie chats. Little TC. Little TC, that's what I call him. Like in that episode of Time Child, TC. TC. Oh, and he's going. Strike three, I mean. I thought there was someone on first because of the way they did. Strike three, but he has to throw him out at first, and Caratini says, that's good. I needed some practice because I haven't been starting a whole bunch. And so he does. Brian Reynolds is up now. Inside with a high heat, 98 miles per hour. Not the high heat, 98, not to be confused with 98 degrees, the Nick Lachey led band. He was the leader, right? He was definitely the face and a little bit of the body, if you know what I mean. That one was for that very small group of people that like baseball commentary mixed with 90s boy bands. They were more singers than they were dancers, right? We all know that, right? Don't get me started on... I know too much about boy bands for not really liking boy bands too much. But I know enough about boy bands to think that NSYNC was better than all of the other ones. But I digress. 1 out. Golly gee, Mitch Keller really... this has been a problem for the Cubs, is they're not making the opposing pitchers throw many pitches. They're swinging a lot, and it is resulting in extremely small pitch counts for the opposing starting pitching, which is not great. You want to get the starting pitchers high enough with their pitch counts that they go to their bullpen, which traditionally in your bullpen should be full of pitchers not good enough to start. Although nowadays, bullpens are becoming more and more valuable. Just people that can throw the ball really nicely done into the shift. Or, well, into the out of the shift. Sloppily fielded. Fielded. Right, that's second. I'm having weird deja vu. Nico Hoerner's up. The young lad who skipped AAA completely last year. Down the line, but foul. And also would have been not far enough to be a home run anyway. He probably would have been caught. But yeah, last year, he did very well. He hit in the around 280. Filled in for Javier Baez. Has kind of a weak arm, but still... He did okay. Oh, runner! Oh, the hit and run works to perfection. Nicely done. Ha ha ha! As the second baseman would have been exactly where the ball was hit had there not been the steal there. Nicely done. Now we got runners at the corners with 1 out. Strike to Caratini. Like I said, I say the name Italian, but I am fairly sure he is Puerto Rican or Dominican. But Caratini, it sounds so Italian, does it not? I love it. I like saying names with an Italian accent. Fudge. Here goes Caratini, 0-2. Yes! Victor Caratini with the go-ahead run. Sorry, the Caratini, I keep doing it. I can't not say that name like that. But it's an RBI. And also, I subbed him in before the beginning of the game, so the guy I put in for the game for the other player who everyone thinks is way better just got an RBI. All right, David Bodie, one of the other people I subbed in. I bet he hits a grounder with strikeout. or something. Now that I'm bragging about my substitutions, I bet now that I subbed David Bodie and Jason Kipnis before the game. We'll see how that works out. 1-1 to the Boatman. To the Boatman. Is anyone watching yet? I don't know. Is anyone there? He yelled into the abyss. I was looking at a thing because I wondered if we had phones yet, or phone chargers. Do we have the technology to charge your phone up to 69? Nice. And then pause it from charging past that, but continue to have it be at 69. Nice. Someone else's, Atticus, my friend Atticus just said, David Bodie did exactly what I said he might do, which was hitting the double play. But Atticus said that 69 is kind of the Goldilocks point for lithium batteries efficiency. So 69, nice, is what I'm being told is actually
The first baseman.
the nicest of nice for where your battery should be, which is kind of fantastic. Oh, a School Frog's here.
Ball one.
Hi, Roxy. Just look. I think we're alone now, Roxy.
2-0.
There doesn't seem to be anyone around. Here goes Tyler Chatwood, 3-0. That's been his Achilles heel in the past, is issues with control. That's part of the big reason why he did poorly his first year with the Cubs, was he was just walking so many dang people. I don't know what his whip was, but a big part of his whip was the walks in whip. The walks in the whip was a big part of his wrongness in his whip, and his whip, and affected his wins. But if he can get that under control, then that'd be great. He could be very good. That was not a ball. That was a strike. That should have been a strike. Tyler, I'm mad that you went 3-0 or whatever it was, but that was a strike, and you shouldn't be upset about that pitch because that was right there. That's not your fault, Tyler. TC. Ball inside. Don't like where this is going. By the way, I almost was gonna make the ooh, could get, is it gonna try two? No, we're not even gonna get one. David Bodie, who I subbed in for Jason Kipnis. They're giving that a base hit? That should have been an error. Tyler is getting really screwed here. There's a strike. Gregory Polanco is up. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure they've got some pop in the bat quite often. Thank you. It should have been an E4. Oh, boy. It's bad that I forgot the... I forget the numbers. I know the pitcher and the catcher are 1 and 2, I think. And then I forget where it goes after that. No, that's not right. Is it first baseman? I don't even know. That's one thing I always forget, because I always am stupid. Might want to Google it. Where? Oh, they're not giving the corner up tonight. Might have to If he walks this, they might have to, Tyler Chatwood. There's a strike. Nicely caught by Chatwood's battery mate, Caratini. Battery mate is when you're catcher and pitcher. I know battery mate sounds like something you would do with your partner that involved electricity sexually. But no, it's a baseball thing, and that might be a home run. Shit. Shit. Yeah, no, did I say something about Polanco having some pop? Well, there it was. 3-run home run. Pittsburgh. Oh. I'm gonna put on this is my sad hat. Every now and then I'm gonna put on the sad hat. See, I can't see through it. I wish I could see through it. Like how burglars have pantyhose on their head, so that way you couldn't see my face, but I could still look, and you could still have something to look at. But I'm wearing, this is my sad hat right now. Tell your friends, come watch me on Twitch. Live on Twitch. Maybe I'll make a thing. Maybe I'll record a thing right now. For Instagram. Ooh, 5 comments. Ain't got none.
What?
Ain't got none.
I got 3-1.
Yeah, you do. Oops. Oh, I didn't mean to take a video. Ah. No, it's still recording. Oh, it's recording again. Ball 4. This game is going poorly so far. Alright, we'll put this on Instagram. You guys on the gram? You guys on the Instagram? Sorry, I need to figure out when to look at the camera and when to look at the thing. I'm learning.
Cool, that's inside.
Putting this in my stories. Putting it in my stories. Want to know? The Chatwood 30 pitches in, even though he's only an inning. Okay. Poop. That's probably going to get in the... That's going to probably score a run. Oh, no. Nicely done. Picked up. Gets him to stop at third, but still not great. I'm still not super happy. Okay, alright, okay, alright, okay. If the pitcher does well here, then I will be sad. Even more sad than I am. So I'm trying to figure out. Ah! Sorry.
The batter, the second baseman, Kevin Newman.
Kevin Newman. All right, it's going on the Instagram. So I was looking at Instagram line. This is not the best thing. Oh, ripped down the line, but it's sort of okay. Because it's 0-2. 0-2 with runners on first and second.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
I've had way too much of my Mountain Dew. So far, for how short into the game we are, 40 pitches. It's too many pitches to only have 4 outs recorded. There we go. That's what I like to see. But still,
Now back. The left fielder.
a second ago it was 4 outs with 40 pitches. Extrapolate it out of a whole game, that'd be 270 pitches the Cubs would have to throw. Actually, they wouldn't have to throw it because they'd be losing, so it'd be 240 because they wouldn't need the 3. Because the Pirates wouldn't have to bat anymore because they'd probably be winning.
Nope.
Ooh, that was a good pitch. So. They're not really giving the strike zone on the umpire. It's pretty small. I've seen at least 2 or 3 called balls that should have been strikes, and I have not yet really seen a strike that should have been a ball. So we'll see. We'll see what happens here. Who should I call tonight, by the way? Should I call Nick Butler? What do you think, Roxy? Should I call Nick Butler? Again, drunk Butler? Or, ooh, it's hit to center field, but that should and will do it. It concludes only if he's drunk. I think he might be. But I guess we won't know. It's better as a surprise, don't you think? Like if I just call them out of the blue and they're just out, they got locked out of their house again.
Leading off for the Cubs.
Surprise is good. I will keep that in mind. Yeah. So we'll see who I call and who answers. I might call Peter Basil later too. We'll see. We're in the 3rd inning. And I believe Tyler Chatwood's up. Yep, Tyler Chatwood's up.
1 ball, 1 strike.
He maybe has, I mean, unless he starts getting his crap together here, he's maybe got 2 innings left, and then he hits it to the right fielder. That's okay. No one expects you as a pitcher to hit it. I mean, that's better than most pitchers. Now, here comes Chris Bryant. He gave it a nice little knock into the left field in his first at bat, and then was part of a double play that it wasn't his fault. But it'd be really nice. I think he's still homerless too, which is a little bit of not necessarily cause for concern, but he's a guy who should be hitting home runs. If he starts to get 10 or 20 games in and hasn't had a home run, that's actually this is game 10. If he starts getting 20 games in without a home run, I'll maybe be concerned. I'm already a little concerned, but not a huge amount. Here's Anthony Rizzo. Inside, good eye, good eye. For how long the top of the inning was, it's seeming like, there we go, that could be 2. I think it should be at least 2. Is he gonna, he's going for it. Are they gonna get him? No, he's in. If the shift didn't exist, that wouldn't have been a double. Probably would have been an out. I love how the whole left side of the field is open. See, that would have been right at where a third baseman would traditionally be. 10 years ago, that would have just been an out probably. As the only team, I don't know who used the shift back then. Maybe Joe Madden went back when he was with the Rays. But most teams didn't, whereas most teams do now. If they see that you're hitting the ball or pulling the ball a disproportionate amount of time, then they're going to start fielding you differently. But Schwarber's up with one swing of the bat could... he's another person. I don't know. No, he's got at least a home run, I think. But he really turned it on last year and is another person who was starting to become the player that they thought, okay, well, that's... I mean, it was down the middle, but it might have been left. But I digress. So, I guess it was there. So 2-1 to Schwarber. Good eye. Schwarber lets it go. Ian Happ is on deck. He's a switch hitter, so he'll be coming in on the left side if he gets that bat here. Schwarber probably going to be sitting on something. I'm guessing sitting on fastball. I don't know.
We got 3-2.
He was, and he couldn't hit it. He was right there for him, and he couldn't get it. 3-2 count. Oh, man. Boy, howdy. And he makes contact that's fairly weak to opposite field, and that's the inning. Well, certainly still a close game, although the Pirates have made it look, looked a lot better. It's only a 2-run game, but the Pirates have looked a lot better. Hey, it's Heidi Watney, who I can never hear because I turned off all the commentary. I like to pretend like I'm hearing what she's saying. Well, Heidi, that is true. I never thought of it like that. Fantastic, Heidi. Well, you stay warm down there in the locker rooms, in the bullpen, or wherever I don't know where she's at. In the dugout area. Good hearing from you, Heidi. We'll talk to you later. All right, Brian Reynolds is up.
Brian Reynolds.
Yeah, I just said that, announcer guy. Jeez. They're not giving Chatwood anything. It's on. They're not letting him play the corners. As much as he's had control issues, he's actually had hitting his spots well and just not getting the calls that you would think he sometimes should be, in my opinion, which I respect a lot. I respect my opinion a lot. It's another one. That one, it was at least was actually a ball, no borderline. Well, it's about to be pitch number 49, about to be pitch number 50 with only 7 outs recorded. So 2 1/3 inning with pitch 50 coming up. That means he wouldn't... Oh, shit. Did they hit the fucking foul pole? Or did they go fair? Foul? It's a fucking home run. I'm keeping that note as a highlight. Not because it's not a thing I like. 160 mile per hour exit velocity. Jesus Christ. What? That looked like... doesn't that look foul? Looks like it goes... Shit. But I digress. Well, there's a strike. There's a strike. All right. The bigger you're losing by, the bigger the comeback, right? That's me being optimistic. I already have my sad hat on. Do I have a sadder hat? I don't know if I have a sadder hat.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Fudge. Fuddruckers. Oh my goodness. Oh, get a burning hat. Fuck you, Roxy. I mean, I would. I would. Well, Tyler Chatwood is still apparently pitching, despite giving up all the hits and walking people. It's 56 pitches in and only in the third inning. And they are really just making good contact with anything that's not called a ball. It's 6-3. Probably going to be 6-4. Well, probably. Who knows? How dare you, Nancy? Oh, yeah, like I need to see that again. Josh Bell. Even though they said Gregory Polanco, unless he was the one that got out, I don't know. But anyway, that was the home run that went really fucking far at 117 miles per hour. That is really hard hit. Like, literally, I don't think more than only a handful of exit velocities each year are that hard. Anything over like 110 miles per hour is really hard. Anything over 115 is absurdly hard. I don't know what the hardest exit velocity is. 120 maybe, around there. That would be crazy. I don't think I've seen anything over 125. Maybe low 120s. That's a newer stat too, so who knows? Over the last 3 years, I guess I haven't seen. That's the kind of thing that only like Aaron Judge and like Miguel Sano. Basically, it's only thing that dudes that are like 6'5", 300 pounds are hitting the ball that hard. All right, 1-1 to Jason Hayward. I'm sorry about the burps. I wonder if real announcers, if that takes a while to stop burping, or at least having it be audible, where they do kind of, where they do make it a cough.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Yeah, those virtual Cubs fans are fair weather Cubs fans. AI. Well,
number 2, shortstop, Nico Horner.
Man, Mitch Keller, is it the Cubs are looking so bad or Mitch Keller looks pretty good? I don't know. I do know that he's thrown almost probably half the amount of pitches as Tyler Chatwood. That's the other question. I almost don't even know what the Cubs would do if the pitcher. Well, I don't know if there's someone up after Nico Horner, or if Nico Horner is the 8th guy. But if Nico Horner gets on base, especially if he gets like a double, you probably pinch hit for Tyler Chatwood because he's already thrown 70 or 80 pitches. I think somewhere around there. I could be wrong. It seemed like an infinite amount, but I'm going to guess. Oh, they got Caratini on deck. Okay, that's good. Because I'm guessing next inning that they will pinch hit for Chatwood. All right. Ball 4. Nicely done, Nico Horner. Working the count. Like I said, if only more of the Cubs would stop flipping, swinging at everything, and then make the pitcher work for some of it here. All right, Victor Caratini. Sorry, can't stop doing it. Can't stop saying it in Italian. Doing the Caratini. I just like saying it like that. Little upstairs for his taste. He doesn't like the taste. He wants an al dente, right? I mean, it's firm to the tooth. I'm doing another. Like I said, I know he's not Italian. But I'm being it Italian. Al dente does mean firm to the tooth, to the bite. For those of you that when you're familiar with pasta al dente, I'm just throwing a bunch of spaghetti on the wall and seeing what sticks. You know, it's another. I just can't stop saying 3-0 on deck. Oh, Bodie's up too. Okay, all right, that could be good then. Well, I'm assuming that Caratini will not be swinging here. I don't think you want the green light here. I think you want to make him throw you a strike. like I said, especially since he's thrown so little amounts. Ball 4, 2 back-to-back walks for Mitch Keller. Mitch Keller in a little bit of trouble for the second time day. Earlier, when the Cubs scored their first run, it was not looking great. But David Bodie's up. Now the Pirates could intentionally walk him and force the Cubs' hand into seeing if they will pinch hit for the pitcher this early. But they're apparently going to pitch to Bodie. I wouldn't be surprised if they pitched around him a little, but we'll see.
Ball inside.
Yeah. And so, like I said, I would assume the Cubs, if Bodie gets a hit or gets walked, I would assume the Cubs would pinch hit for Chatwood since he has thrown a very large... I know it's only the 4th inning, but he's already thrown a lot of pitches. David Bodie making good contact. How deep will it go? Oh, it's off the wall. It's going to score 1, maybe 2. Here's the play at the plate. And the Cubs score 2 with a 2-run double by David Bodie, the Boatman. BTO taking care of business and working overtime. Workout. Oh, I amuse myself, folks. I amuse myself. By the way, I put him in for Jason Kipnis, just so we're aware. Just so we're aware. The two of the people that I subbed in are responsible for all of the RBI so far. Or if you want to call it RBIs. I would maybe substitute here for Tyler Chatwood. I would maybe get a pinch hit. He's not doing well. He's thrown a lot of pitches. You're going to go to... Well, fuck me, I guess. Well, Chatwood's going to keep pitching, apparently. He does have the bottom of the order coming up, but that necessarily hasn't mattered. Yeah. Oh, so he's 59 pitches in. I guess I exaggerated, but still...
Not shortstop, number 44.
I don't know. I would have maybe pinch hit. Put in a swingman. And he's given up. I mean, yeah, he did just get an out. But that was an opposite field, almost warning track.
Now batting, catcher, Jacob.
I guess if he didn't get out of this one quick, great, because then he's not coming up for another 8 batters now, I guess, if he pulls it together here. I think that's Jarrell Cotton. All I can see is the N in the name and a little bit of the L in the first name, but I'm pretty sure it's Jarrell, who was with the Oakland A's up until recently. He was one of the many lottery tickets that the Cubs essentially got. The Cubs, a lot of the fan base were mad that they didn't do a whole bunch in the offseason. They didn't really have the money, is what it seemed like, to do too many moves if they wanted to stay underneath the luxury tax. Come on, Brian, pick it up there. Oh boy, all right, that's good. But they did buy a lot of. They got a lot of free agents for cheap that have high ceilings. Like I said, they bought a bunch of lotto tickets. They essentially went to a gas station called free agency and said, "Give me 10 pitchers from the scratch-offs," and then they're going, and hoping one of them gets them something. All right. For as bad as the first 3 innings were for Tyler Chatwood, he has a pretty solid 4th. So I guess they're making it look smart, I guess, that they didn't pinch hit for him so far. Bryant, and the top of the order is coming up. Bryant Rizzo Schwarber against Keller. Bryant's 1 for 2.
Leading off for the Cubs.
The bullpen is active for the Pirates as well, so let's see if the Cubs can't get something going here. Old Chris. He, oh, Keller says, I don't want to throw that one. Because, Says, all right, I'll throw it high and inside probably. Ooh. Or else he missed his spot, or they were just messing with us. Who knows? It's baseball. Anything can happen in baseball, baby. Oh, this one makes sense. All right. Ooh, ripped. Bryant is making very good contact today. Hell yeah. That was a good hit. Yeah, he's excited. Hat rub. Said, hey, hat rub. And here's Anthony Rizzo. He is actually Italian. So when I say Italian things with Anthony, it makes more sense and is more acceptable. Because he played for the Italian national team before he was a really, really good player. He was an okay player. And the Italian national team said, hey, come play for us. And he said, okay. I'll do that. Which, if anyone can name any other players on the Italian national team 8 years ago, did maybe Mike Piazza play? I know he played it. I think he played at one of the baseball classics. Although I don't know. I can't remember if Mike Piazza is like 55 or 40. No, he's probably like 50, right? He's got to be around there now. I have no idea. If you know how old Mike Piazza is, I mean, I have a computer and could look it up, but that would be too accurate and easy. Isn't it fun to just to take guesses? Oh, Rizzo going opposite field, but not hard enough, or not enough in the gap. Bryant goes back to first.
The left fielder,
Kyle Schwarber's on. Now we'll see what happens here. If Schwarber strikes out or gets out, I'd maybe steal with Bryant, as there would be 2 outs. But as it is, with Schwarber's power, I don't think you mess with it here. Strike 1. Schwarber hits it hard, but I don't think very far enough. It's at the wall, but it looks like caught. Some warning track power.
the center fielder, number 8, Ian Happ.
Ian Happ is up. Like I said, I consider stealing with Bryant here. If he gets there, he gets to second. Or just, how about we just end the inning, I guess. Yeah, I would have maybe tried to steal with Bryant there. He's got decent enough speed. If he gets out, you've got Happ coming back to bat in the next inning, who's got good power. Yeah, I don't know.
Leading up for the Pirates, the second baseman, Kevin Newman.
Kevin Newman's up. Hello, Newman. Well, Newman flies out. Like I said, I like how I was talking about how they should have definitely, or not definitely, but I was like, you should pinch hit here for Chatwood. And since I said that, he's gotten like 4 outs and thrown like 9 pitches. So I'm all for looking stupid as long as the Cubs are doing better.
Nope, that's down.
I'm totally okay with that. Ooh, strike. He went. He went. The umpire goes, hey, did you see that? Just so everyone knows. He went. 1-1. Ooh, that's deep. Oh. And the perennial Gold Glove right fielder, Jason Hayward, looked a little silly on that one.
The center fielder, number 10, Brian Reynolds.
Like he jumped for it, but he jumped for it just because he was like, I should jump for this. I'm not going to catch it, but I should jump. That's what that looked like. Oh, okay, they didn't send him. I was almost hoping they were. Actually, that was about that.
The first baseman, number 55.
Sorry, I'm trying to get people from my fantasy baseball league to watch the stream. I don't know if they will because I don't think most of them like me very much. Which is not, we don't all know each other very well.
Count 1-0.
But a lot of them are Cubs fans, so maybe, who knows? Who knows?
Ball 2.
Ball 2. All right. Josh Bell. He was very good last year, the first half of the year, and then was very bad for a lot of the second half of the year, and then kind of did okay toward the very, I don't know. His end numbers were fine.
Ball, that's out.
I guess you set up a force at any plate if you walk. I mean, there's already the force out at second and first, but I guess this sets up the force at any base if they walk him here. I don't know if they're just more confident with going against Colin Moran. From a power standpoint, for sure, I get that. He's less likely to hit a home run, I'm fairly sure. I mean, look at Josh Bell versus Colin Moran. Josh Bell looks a pretty intimidating figure. He looks like he's a pretty tall dude, pretty muscular. Whereas Colin Moran, as we'll see in a second, unless there's a double play, which would be great. And it's a nose out play. It's just a single. It scores a run. All right, now I'm in looking smarter than maybe they should have considered.
Up next for Pittsburgh.
Now they're down by 2 again.
Colin Moran.
And then now the question is, you got... yeah. So now they're bringing a pinch, or someone in from the bullpen. Yeah. Tyler Chatwood, not looking great in
Your
this
attention,
inning.
please.
Or this
Now
whole...
pitching for the Chicago Cubs.
His whole
Number 45.
thing was not great.
Jarrell
Whereas Jarrell Cotton's
Cott.
coming in. He's 3.2 innings pitched this season. His ERA 0, which that's very good. Let's hopefully he can get us out of this. Runners on first and second with 1 out. Force at any square base. Strike 1. Throw right at Bryant. Nicely done, Chris.
Now batting, right fielder, Gregory Polanco.
Ball.
Oof. Ball 1. All right. Oof. One and 1 pitch. Here we go, Jarrell Cotton. I liked him. I think he's like I said, he was talking about lottery tickets earlier, but the Cubs, he's got potential. He pitched. I'm trying to think what year he looked kind of good. when he played with the A's, he had a couple of starts with the A's. It must have been a couple years ago where he looked really good, and then he didn't.
2-2.
You know, and you never know when someone doesn't have a huge amount of experience starting. I don't know how many innings he's got to pitch as a starter in the pros, but sometimes just adjustments. A lot of times a player going from one team to especially with pitchers, the Pirates are a prime example of that, where they did such a bad job developing their pitching talent. They had huge prospects from their pitching talent, and then they would keep trading them because they weren't panning out. And then like Garrett Cole is maybe the best pitcher in baseball right now, and he was an okay pitcher for the Pirates. And then and then last year with the Astros, he struck out 300 batters. Tyler Glasnow was traded from the Pirates to Tampa Bay, and he pitched about 60 innings last year. And they were like, if you extrapolated the numbers over a full season, they were Cy Young numbers. He had like a 1.8 something ERA, and his K rate to walk rate was really good. And so, in short, the Pirates fired all their pitching staff in the offseason and have gotten rid of their their strategy because it stopped working. But kudos to that, or stopped working, because it wasn't working. I can't think of a time where it worked that well. They maybe did come close to the playoffs, maybe plus once or twice, or made the playoffs once or twice. But they haven't been great. So kudos to them for firing their whole pitching staff and starting from scratch. All right, Hayward. And Keller's another one of those pitchers. I think his numbers last year were really bad, ERA-wise. But basically everyone's saying, don't totally disregard the last season. They're going to have a different approach with him. And Hayward can't help himself from swinging at the high heat. Don't know if that would have been a strike, but it was a pop-out. It was what it was in the end. So I guess that's all that really matters. Well, 73 pitches in. Nico Horner's up. Makes decent contact, but a little too foul for the taste of regulation baseball. Ooh, the surprise bunt that goes behind everybody. I mean, I was surprised, so I'm sure everyone else was. Good eye, good eye. That away, Nico. Yeah, okay. See, look at some of those innings for Keller. He only had one inning where he pitched more than 15 pitches. Fudge. He had one inning where it was 20-some. And then everything else was like, he had a couple sub-10 pitches innings, which it's an extreme. Anytime you're having less than 10 pitches in an inning, that's good. It's really good. You average less than 10 pitches in an inning, it means that you're going to finish the game. Presumably, you would get to finish the game, and it would be less than 90 pitches. Caratini is up, and then Bodie, if he gets up, we'll see. He's walked and he's hit a single. Like I said, I really like Caratini. I really think he's a player that's going to hit into a ground out. 5-3 Pirates. Going into it here.
Leading up for the Pirates, the shortstop, number 44.
Strike one.
Nope. Ball one.
Gonna probably call Nick Butler here in a minute here. I also need to figure out I need to figure out a way to do the 7th inning stretch
Now that
where I can
the pitcher.
get a where I'd be able to twitch. So I don't know what I'm doing. But it'd be cool if I could like put in video,
Nope,
and I would have
that's
to
the
do it. I would just do it for regular stuff. But if I could do it where I have Harry Carey singing the 7th inning stretch, that'd be neat. Or just famous
Nope.
ones
That's
in
inside.
history, like the one where what's his name, the race car driver, when he's like, "Hello, Wrigley Stadium," and everyone was like, "Boo!" I think it was Jeff Gordon, maybe, but he called it Wrigley Stadium instead of Wrigley Field, which I get it if you don't absolutely care about baseball or whatever. It's still kind of funny though. Oh, some contact, but it looks like Jason Hayward, like a can of corn, settles right under and he's got it.
Your attention, please. Who's hitting to the Pirates? Number 36.
Jose Osuna is in it. So it looks like he might be subbing in for
Inside ball.
Mitch Keller. Might have been a pinch hitter. Yeah, he's pinch hitting for. It looks like Keller's done. He didn't have a huge pitch count. So I guess they're gonna be content with leaving him with the, and it just paid off. They're gonna be content with leaving him with the win, or eligible for the win.
Now back.
In a quality inning. Quality start for Mitch Keller on the day. He threw 6 innings with 3 earned runs. That's quite literally the minimum qualifications to throw a quality start. 6 innings with 3 runs given up, earned, as it were. I think they were all earned. But anyway, so kudos to Mitch Keller
Outside, that's the ball.
for a bare minimum quality start. Still a quality start. All right, ground ball. Oof.
That's an out.
That is a ballsy throw to second. I think ordinarily they would have just went to first there in real life, especially when it was that close at second. But they got it out. Bodie Cotton Bryant is up. That sounded like one person, but it's actually 3 people. Bodie Cotton Bryant. That sounds like
Number 48.
like someone that's their nickname. Old Bodie Cotton Bryant. Like their middle name would be Cotton. I don't know why. But it's actually David Bodie. Then I'm guessing we will have a pinch hitter.
Leading off with the bat.
Because I don't think Jarrell is going to pitch a 3rd inning.
Bodie.
And it just makes sense, especially since multiple starters are currently on the bench.
Inside ball.
So my guess would be either Wilson Contreras or Javier Baez actually would be the most likely, I'm guessing, to be the pinch hitter after David Bodie. What a boring out. I mean, it's one thing, and I was right. Javi Baez is coming to the plate. One of the advantages of giving one of your everyday starters a day off is that you can bring him into pinch hit when you really want somebody who's good. Strike 1. So we'll see what happens here with old Javi Baez and with Chris Bryant on deck. With a couple swings of the bats, we could have a tie game here. Also, with a couple swings of the bats, we could continue to be losing and then have the Pirates be batting again. All right, Javi's hanging in there. 2 strikes, no balls. Strike 3. Well, you might as well have kept the pitcher in because he struck out and didn't have any balls taken, except his own, is what it looked like. Well, that flipping, I don't know what I'm saying. That's just dumb. I tried to make a joke. Didn't turn out good there. Chris Bryant's there is up. 2 for 3 with 2 singles. He's been making some real good contact. Like I said, it's only a matter of time before he starts putting the ball in the stands with some home runs. It'd be great. One right now would be fantastic. 1-1. Currently. All right, 2-1. And being down by 2 base runners are important. It's I like the unselfishness so far of working the count of Chris Bryant, especially with Anthony Rizzo on deck.
Ball back in.
Okay, good. They didn't say when. Especially with Rizzo left-handed on a right-handed pitcher. And we'll see if they keep the, like I said, this. Well. And he's out.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time
Well,
for the
nuts.
traditional seventh inning stretch.
It's the 7th inning stretch.
Ladies and gentlemen, your
Jeremy
attention, please.
Jeffress, I haven't liked him this year. Oh, wonder why? His ERA is 9.
Jeremy.
That's
Jeffress.
bad. And I'm looking at the lower numbers, which I think is the opponent's average, which is 357 and 333.
Leading off for the
Those
Pirates,
averages are Hall of Fame numbers if you're the batter. They're not staying very long in the majors on numbers if you're the pitcher for opponent's batting average. Jesus. Great play by, I don't know if that was, I don't know if Baez is in for sure. I didn't know if they do a double switch or what they do. There's a very good chance that they would just put Baez at shortstop and take out who was ever at shortstop, which was corner. Ooh. But I'm not entirely sure what they decided to do.
Now batting, the first baseman.
But so far, 2 pitches, 2 outs for Jeffress. Craig Kimbrell, and then I don't know who the other person is because I can't see. Alec Mills maybe. Alec Mills has pitched so much. There's no way he's pitched like multiple innings. Like 3 out of the last 4 games, he's pitched multiple innings. That's a lot for a relief pitcher, especially this early on. 0-2. Jeremy Jeffress has Josh Bell. 0-2. Strike 3. Well, I just said how bad Jeremy Jeffress was, and then he retired 3 batters on 5 pitches. So I look dumb, but he was due. His ERA now, it went from 9 to like slightly less than 9.
Now pitching
I guess I don't know how many innings he's pitched, but
number 30.
still.
Kyle
Crick. How do you say Crick? Do you say Crick or Creek? Comment below.
Leading off with the Cubs, the first baseman, number 44, Anthony
I
Rizzo.
don't know. Oof, Anthony
0-1 for count.
swinging. Go down swinging like Sonny Liston. Oh, Rizzo drops one. And the leadoff man is on deck.
Now batting, the left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
Kyle Schwarber's up, 0 for 3 flat in the 5th. He's about due for a very big home run, if you ask me. Oh, you've got the bat upside down, Kyle. Don't slow. Okay, woo. I was afraid he was going to swing with the bat upside down. That would have been bad. That would have been embarrassing for him. I don't know if you're allowed to do it like that, but it would have been embarrassing. That's for sure. Ooh, 1 and 2. He's hanging in there. All right, 2 and 2 with Rizzo on first, who's a 19 speed in this game, which is slower than he actually is. I mean, he's had back issues and everything, but he's faster than that. That's my biggest qualm with this game. Fudge!
He's out. Got him.
My biggest problem with this game, statistics-wise, is that a lot of people's speed is really low, way lower than it should be, and I don't know why. Rizzo was one of them where he's a 19 because I think it's like a 1/100, and a lot of and most of the people that are real low are catchers
Count 1-0.
or extreme power hitters. There's some people even like Christian Yelich, I think was rated a 70 something, which Christian Yelich could go is like a possible 44. It bounces down the line. Is he going to? He's going to. He might get caught, and he does. Fuck. Fuck. Gonna put that in the notes as end of 8th inning. Fuck.
Leading off.
Yep.
For the Pirates, the third baseman.
Well,
Colin
go into the top of the
Moran.
1-0.
Colin, I have to pee so bad, and I'm going to hold it out. I mean, I'm not going to hold my thing out. I'm going to hold out until the game is over. Clip the bat pro. I should. I'm going to actually do both of those, because ooh, nice done. I saw that you can do highlights for each stream, and so I might clip out some highlights
Right fielder.
from last time. I don't know when that happened last time. I'm keeping notes this time of things that I thought were interesting to possibly have highlights of the video. Because I'm learning. I'm probably... Fuck! And I don't know if we... Here, Polanco hit another home run that went really far. I love how there's like dance music playing, and I'm just like, you hear that person at the club who's just not into it. All your friends are just, and you're just like, can you go home? Can you go home? I don't like the club. I don't like this music. When you're just not on ecstasy like everyone else, and you're just like, I could. Oh.
The bat, number 44.
6-3. The Cubs started out the season going 6-0. It's looking like they're gonna lose 4 in a row.
2 balls,
Is
no strikes.
not great. Not great at all. Was this Jeffress again? Because it was like every time, people just keep doing the opposite of what I say they're gonna do. Like he came in and he was that last inning and he got 3 outs on 5 pitches, and then this inning, it is. It's Jeffress. It's garbage. Send him back to Milwaukee. That maybe should have been gotten to though, I guess. And the thing that sucks about being down by 3 is that you often don't bring in your really good bullpen once they're down by that much. You want to save your good bullpen for when it's either really close, or either you're winning but it's close, or it's tied. When you're down by 3, you kind of go, all right, what are we doing here? And we only have one more set of at-bats. So I guess unless if he gives up a home run here or another run, then you put in someone. Which is what just happened. Another home run. Oh no, it's foul. They gave that angle, and I thought it was gone. And he even did the little bat flip. Okay, that's better. A fly out is better.
Your attention, please. Pinch hitting to the Pirates. Number 2, Eric Gonzalez.
Eric Gonzalez. He has a very good average for someone who I don't know who they are. That might be he's a bench player who just has done pretty well
Ball,
off
that pitch is out.
the... Man, I have to pee so bad.
Ball 2. 2-0.
Ooh. Two and one.
Ball down.
Ball down. 3-1 with Newman on deck. I'm trying to get... I might stream another one after this. Roxy, you want me to stream another one after this? Fudge! I'm getting better at swearing less. While also still kind of showing my feelings.
Newman.
I might call Trent. I'm gonna call Trent Trzynski probably.
0-1.
Ah, my friend Christine. I have a cartoon that you can go watch called Sea Dogs. Check it out. Type in Sea Dogs and my name, Spencer Louts, and you can watch it. But my friend said that they showed it to their class. There's a lot of virtual online learning with the COVID stuff. And my friend showed it, assigned it to her class to watch, and they liked it, and that makes me feel really good.
Ball, that's off the plate.
So, it made me forget that the Cubs losing by 3 runs right now with 2 runs on. Oh my God! Ugh, I almost swallowed. What was that? Something weird there. Wild Bitch by Jeremy Jeffers. Jeremy Jeffers. But yeah, go check out my cartoon. It makes me feel really good when
You got to pull down. 3-2.
if I can entertain people and make people happy. It's a fun thing. I'm gonna message her back in a second after this. After either this 3-run home run or strikeout. That is my guess is what's happening. Oh, or intention. You got 2 strikes on him. You're intentionally walking him 3-2. Is the
Now that
Why?
Adam.
Oh, do they? Wait, no. That doesn't make any sense to me. Still, I still don't understand unless the pitcher, unless they're having to pinch hit, which I don't think they are. I'm just very confused. And if you're bringing in a new pitcher, you can bring in a new pitcher, I think, during that bat if he's already pitched to 3. I could be wrong. I don't know, I guess, but I'm very confused. Why would you? And then you bring it to do a righty-lefty? You intentionally walk someone 3-2 to go to put a righty against a lefty? I'm frustrated. I went from angry to happy to extremely confused and frustrated, all very quickly. A lot of highlights from the 8th inning, I think. Highlights, me being angry.
Oh, that's out.
That probably could have been called a strike too. Sorry, I'm telling my friend. Thank. Awesome.
Yep,
Come
yep,
on,
yep.
throw starts! Oh my God. Good thing you intentionally walked the guy who got 3-2. So Craig Kimbrell, who was garbage last year, can give up a 2-run hit.
The center fielder, number 10, Ryan Reynolds.
I'm going pee. Is there a way I can keep my sad hat on while I'm taking it? I'll be back in a second. But I don't want to look at this screen for 10 seconds. I want to take a break from it. This is garbage. This is garbage.
Leading off for the Cubs, the right fielder, Jason.
All right. I'm still upset.
All ones the count.
Oh, my Lanta. 8-3. What a flippin' embarrassment. This is an embarrassment. 8-3. Gosh, at least this will be over soon. That's the only thing I can think of, is at least this game will be over soon. I thought it was, unless Jason Hayward is just going to foul every ball for infinity.
Ball, that pitch is up.
Man, oh man.
Ball, that's kicked out.
2-2. Jason Hayward. The Cubs need 5 runs to come back and tie it. Which isn't going to happen. Tries to go the other way with it. 8 pitches this is bad. 3-2 to Jay Hay. Nine pitches in that bat. Man, the only thing worse than losing is for it to take this long.
The bat,
Like,
number 2, shortstop.
if every at bat takes
Nico
10 pitches and they
Hoerner.
strike out on every at bat. See, and everyone was mad at me. Or whenever I was posting the first 6 episodes, everyone's like, what fun is it going to be if they win every game? And like thinking I'm like tampering. No! They were just winning. And now they're losing. Like I'm always like, see? I'm by myself. There's not someone playing it. It's just a computer. Definitely tempting. Like I said, I show myself changing the lineup. Golly.
That's a ball.
Did you catch that?
Up next to the
I thought
Cubs,
that was going to get through. Well,
the catcher, Victor Caratini.
Fortunately, the game's almost over. We can go to the next game. I'm probably going to record the next game here.
Oh, and
Because
one.
why not? Why not? Now they're losing so many games where it's almost impressive. It was impressive to lose 6 in a row, or win 6 in a row. But Caratini says, hey, I've done more than my part to win. Well, the Pirates win 8-3. Some questionable managerial decisions by the computer for the Cubs. Some would say super dumb, such as intentionally walking someone when you have them 3-2, to have a right-handed pitcher come against a left-handed batter. That's one of them. There was at least a couple other things that made no sense to me. Pirates are real happy with themselves, even though Mitch Keller with the win.
Here now is our final line score
6 innings
tonight.
pitched, 8
For the
hits,
victorious
2
Pirates,
strikeouts,
runs
3 earned
on 11
runs,
hits.
2
No errors.
balls.
They left 7 and
Those
on
aren't
base.
very good numbers. But I mean, like I said,
For
quality
the Cubs,
start
3
and the
runs
win.
on 9 hits.
Lost
No
Tyler
errors.
Chatwood.
They left 5 men on
Worst
base.
numbers.
Time of the ball game.
I mean,
3
the
hours
the
and
biggest
25
difference
minutes.
aside from innings pitched was his earned runs.
Thank you.
Everything
for
else is a
joining
little
us here
similar.
tonight. And we
Gregory
remind you,
Polanco,
please,
the
drive
player of
home
the game,
safely.
as he pats his mitt. 2 for 4 with 2 home runs with 4 RBI. Yeah, it's there. It's there. There's players of note in the notable players. I am going to exit. Well, that was game 10. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope people in Pittsburgh enjoyed it. If you're a Pittsburgh fan, congratulations. Yeah, I'm gonna go to the next game here. Hopefully it goes better, but gonna stream that. So tell your friends or whatever. I don't know. Just watch me do the thing. Thank you, Roxy, for being here, and we'll see who comes to the next one. Because let's see here, we're on the 9th. The next one's on the next game I have is on the 7th. So yeah, if I do one today and then 2 more tomorrow, I'll be all caught up here mostly. Oh yeah, I should actually. 10th. I should probably do 2 today and then 1 tomorrow, and then because it's the Cardinals. Oh, it's a good 120. I should probably record all of them up until tomorrow. Gosh darn it. Okay, well, we're gonna do that. See you guys in a bit here, but I'm gonna stop this one because the game's over for this one. So see you soon. Bye. Oops.